Hello, my beautiful collective singles. Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. I thought I would come here and drop a reading for you. I know I didn't get to that last week. My apologies. Things just got a little bit wild in my week is all it was. What are we going to do? We're going to do oracles. And nope, we're going to do just tarot is what we're going to do. That is what's going on. I'm going to pull some tarot here for you, my collective singles. Let's find out what's going on for you in the new year. Your first singles read of 2024. Happy New Year, my friends. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for all the ways that you've been loving on this channel. I appreciate you. Let's get to your reading. Let's just use some tarot here for the singles collective, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the singles collective, please. So no matter what sign you are, if you've logged in here, this could be for you. This is for any sign, and that's why it's not time-stamped, my friends, because it is for any sign. It's not for your sign. So I will call it the signs and symbols as they come up, so you know what's going on. Let's find out what's going on. What's going on for the singles, please? Tell me about it. We've got the Page of Wands. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Tell me how your new year was. What did you do? Did you go out? What was the deal? Tell me what's going on, singles. Tell me if you found somebody and you went out with them, or if you just stayed home. Was it just a quiet night for you? I just stayed home myself, all by myself. I like to bring the new year in quietly. I'm not, I used to be the party girl, but I'm not her anymore. All right, what do we got here? What is going on here? One more card being told here. Do we have something that's buckled here? I thought I saw something. No, I guess I'm wrong. All right, so here we go. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Wands. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. The energy of the Page of Wands is telling me that there is some sort of good news coming. I want to say that, and it has something to do with some romance here. We've got the Knight of Cups, the one, the knights are the fighters, the protectors, and they defend. This one defends, look, I need to go slow. I need to get over the details. I need to figure out what's going on. I want to make sure everything is perfect as I move to the finish line. We've got the Knight of Cups, and that's the one that's defending love and romance. And this is sort of more of a passive energy. This is someone who's going to arrive probably sooner than the Knight of Pentacles, and they're going to arrive in sort of probably broad fashion, right? This is the one on the white horse, right? They're carrying the Ace of Cups in their hand. So it feels like there is some good news coming here, I want to say, for you. And it has to do, for some of you, the good news has to do with your home. So I'm going to say that the place that you live in, you could live with others, maybe you live alone, but either way, it feels like maybe you'll move or you'll upgrade or you get some good news about a home. So for some of you, maybe you've put in a bid on a house. And if that's you, I feel like there's some good news coming about that. There is somebody here who wants to give you reciprocity in love or romance. They have feelings for you. Now, this person isn't someone who is looking at you specifically. This is someone who is looking at a lot of people. So I want to say that this Knight of Cups is not just focused on you. They're focused on love. They're focused on romance. They want to go out and flirt. They want to have somebody that they can speak with that is very focused on them while they're focused on the other person. We have the Six of Pentacles, though, and I feel like the Knight of Cups right now is kind of testing the waters, I want to say, is sort of testing the waters, maybe giving more to one than the other, but somebody here is wanting to give reciprocity to you, even though they have other people that they can speak to, maybe possibly other people that they are speaking to in the 3D world. I feel like this person is like, I feel like you're at the front of the line, that they're most interested in you. Because I think, you know what I think? I feel like the person that I'm talking to is someone who stands on their own. I want to say that if I'm connecting with you, that you are the Queen of Swords. You've already won the battle. I feel like personally, as a reader, that the Queen of Swords is the hardest one to learn. It's the hardest energy to learn. The Queen of Swords, masculine or feminine, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. But the energy of the Queen is someone who's always going to speak up for themselves. Speak the truth. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you're not going to date me. I'm just going to be honest. We're going to figure out what's going on here. And I think because you're the Queen of Swords, or you've learned this lesson first, that maybe you're waiting. And the truth of the matter is that the Queen of Swords is super intelligent. Feminine or masculine is someone who requires mental stimulation as well as everything else that's going on. Like, it's great that there is romance here, that somebody is giving you romantic feels, but I feel like you need to be stimulated mentally. You need someone to be on par with you because you're really intelligent. And I think that you're the person who kind of goes over things really slowly. You move slowly towards whatever it is that you want. You're moving slowly towards the finish line because you're waiting, right? I think you're okay to wait is what I want to say. You're okay to wait. I feel like you don't mind waiting because you're waiting for the right person. And that's why I think, as a reader, the Queen of Swords is the most important one to come first, because you know what you want. You're kind of like putting up your sword and saying, yeah, come forward. But no, I'm going to be very honest with you. If we don't jive, we don't jive, right? If our personalities don't work, they just don't. So I feel like somebody here is looking for a partnership. They're looking for a partner, someone that they can do things with, someone that they're attracted to, though, you understand. I feel like it's a friend who is looking for a friend that they would be attractive to, that might be on the radar as someone who they could be romantic with in the future. I feel like this person is very focused on their pentacle world. I think they're very focused on keeping balance. This person keeps very busy. It feels like they're very social. They like to be social. And I also feel like they're very generous. Like, they like to buy things for people and give things to people. And unfortunately, that ends up with this person being that they're kind and generous. It ends up with a lot of people having their hand out, saying like, what about me? What about me? So I think that this Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy, this Knight of Cups, I think, is somebody who gets a lot of attention because they are, gallant and romantic, and somebody who is very kind and giving and sturdy and stable, like a really solid friend. This person is someone that I feel that either you're not paying attention to, or this person is going to have to come round to you, because I don't think that you're necessarily looking for love at this point, is what I want to say. That I feel like you would love for some romance to come toward you, someone to be, reciprocally in love or romance or flirting or whatever it is. But I think you're far more focused on the future and what the truth of the future is. I feel like you want the honesty and the truth of the future, and you're moving really slow with the future. I think that you're okay to wait. I don't think you're in a hurry for anything. I think you're okay to wait here, but I think you're ready. Like, this person has their hand on the Ace of Wands. And so I think you're ready for excitement. You're ready for adventure. I feel like you're ready for the new path, but I also feel like you're okay to wait for it. That I don't think you feel like you need to rush anywhere. So there is some good news coming. It could be good news about a home. It could be good news about love. Let's talk about the Page of Wands. This is a messenger, right? Somebody who is I want to say that this Knight of Cups could have fire as well. And for me, fire and water is temperance. This person is probably a very sort of balanced energy, kind of healing, sort of loving. But this Page of Wands here, this energy tells me that this person isn't someone who necessarily will plan anything. They're kind of just going to pop up in the DMs and say, hey, you know what? Tomorrow I have a day off. Do you want to go to the beach, or do you want to go skating, or do you want to, something like that? It feels like that they are kind of impulsive. And when it comes to the Knight of Cups, though, I don't think that you mind a little bit of impulsivity, because that means that person is willing to, just do sort of a whirlwind. Let's get in the car and go drive for an hour, or, something out of the ordinary. It feels like they aren't necessarily impulsive or risky, but they are someone who will do anything on the drop of a dime. They're up for anything. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the Page of Wands, please. Tell me about the Page of Wands for the collective singles. Page of Wands. Tell me about the Page of Wands. We have the Magician. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Chariot. Okay, so I think that you feel that you're very sensitive to the love bomb. I want to say that you think that anybody who's going to come at you really quickly with a whole lot of energy and a whole lot of a whole lot of passionate energy, you're not down for that. I think that you've become smart to that. And anybody who does throw that kind of energy at you, it's for one thing only. They're trying to impress you right off the bat. You know, anybody who's really playing the long game, I want to say anybody who's playing the long game is going to come at you like a knight, right? They're going to come at you with stability. They're going to go slowly. They're going to show you a little bit of emotion here and there. They're not, you know, it's not like we're dealing with someone who is a page of cups. We're dealing with a knight of cups, someone who's a little bit, you know, maybe in their 30s, like somebody who has a little bit more information than when they were younger, but they're not necessarily looking at settling down, I'm going to say. This person is you know, they've got a lot of options, and I don't say that in a derogatory way, because I believe that you have to find and date a lot of people to find the right one. So I feel like with this Page of Wands here that we have the Magician. So I think that's what the Magician is giving me, that you're kind of wary about people who come at you and throw a bunch of passion at you. So you would rather move a little slower here. I don't think that you're a person who is easily impressed, I want to say, because we've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it makes me feel like, you know what, if somebody's going to come at me with the manipulation of passion, and, you know, there's somebody who's just going to be risky or having risky behaviors, that's not something I want. I'm not going to put any energy in on that. We've got the Chariot. You're out of there really quick. So I want to say that this Knight of Cups is someone that you may not believe when they show up. Is someone that you may think, ew, this person is kind of a little bit risky, that maybe you're like, no, maybe I feel like this is something that maybe you're feeling is not for you. I also want to say that this person, anybody, not this person, but anybody that comes at you as the Page of Wands, immature, they don't really plan anything, they make you plan the date, you know, somebody who's not going to be in on it, somebody who's not going to put any work in on it, somebody who's maybe immature. There could be an age gap, and if there is, maybe they're acting mature. Not everybody, where there's an age gap, it's not always immaturity, right? It's just an age gap, and sometimes old souls find people who are there or chronologically older than them, but not necessarily someone who is immature, someone who feels like they're the same age, but maybe the person might be older. So what I want to say is, you're not getting scammed. 2024 is a different year. You're not getting scammed. You know who the love bombers are. You know what that feels like, and you're not getting scammed. So I feel like with the Chariot energy, if somebody doesn't show you emotions on the surface, Cancer energy, right? If somebody doesn't show you emotions on the surface right away, I think you're out. I want to say with the Chariot energy here, and you're not putting any energy into manipulation in 2024. That's not what we're doing in the dating scene here. We are not giving anybody an inch so they can take a mile. That's not what we're doing here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups, because I do feel that there is somebody here that is willing to move slower than the Page of Wands, someone who's far more grown up than the Page of Wands, like someone who's a little more mature, and somebody who is maybe moving a lot more passive than the Page of Wands. And it doesn't mean that they're a passive person. It just means that they're moving intuitively. This is the Water Knight, right? This is the one who is moving intuitively here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups, please, for the collective. Who is the Knight of Cups? Oh, it's the Emperor. Interesting. We've got the Emperor. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And we have an Empress in the room. Look at that. So we've got the Emperor and the Empress here. Very interesting. So I feel like somebody here, this person who is willing to go slow, because we do have the Six of Pentacles here, somebody here who is willing to go slow, maybe start a friendship first. We've got 3 Pentacles here. Somebody who is looking to share that pentacle, somebody who is very much in balance, but very busy in their life. That's what it feels like. This person is more into getting to things to be solid, solidify. Let's go out somewhere. Let's exchange energy. Let me buy you a drink. Let me buy you a coffee. Let's talk about, flirt a little bit. You know, this person is a little bit more passive energy. They're going to move in slower, not as slow as the Knight of Pentacles, but they're going to move in very slow, and they're going to move in even. I think that there is somebody here who is very much in charge. I want to say they're very confident with how they look, how they move, possibly the job that they have. There is somebody here who is looking to conquer love. It feels like they're looking to conquer romance. But the Emperor here is not also not jumping in feet first, right? This Emperor is taking it slow. Maybe we need to build it slow through a friendship first. Maybe we need some solid pentacle energy first before we move forward really quickly here. So the Emperor, I feel, is being careful, being a little bit cautious, not really showing you that they're an emperor on the surface. So at this point, I feel like it's somebody who's asking you out, just wants to give you reciprocity. It's time for us to maybe get to know each other. This person sees your worth immediately, and an emperor would. An emperor would see your worth. And so this person, I feel that they are looking for someone who is ready to settle down. So you could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be Cancer, just giving you some energies here. Or they are, take it as it resonates. But we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So the Emperor is seeing that the Empress is someone who's ready to settle down, someone who is not into the party scene, someone who maybe just would rather spend maybe either time out walking in nature, or maybe we should go camping, or this is the Earthly Queen, right? So somebody who is very interested in beautifying the home, and maybe someone who is very balanced in their finances, someone who's not out throwing money at the bar. You know what I mean? Like this is someone that the Emperor is looking for, someone who's ready, who's solid and ready to settle down here. We have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is telling me that the Emperor is looking for a situation that matches their energy. And I feel like, first of all, this person is noticing someone who is stable, sturdy, grounded, and dependable. I think that's what the Emperor is looking for first, because remember, the Emperor is also the King of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands here. And so I want to say that the Emperor is not going to show you all of their cards all at once. This is someone who's not going to love bomb you like the Page of Wands, right? This is not someone who's going to throw it all at you and see what sticks. This is a person who's going to go at it slow. In fact, they're actually not going to share everything with you, right? We have the door here. Somebody is blocking the doorway. They're kind of blocking whatever's behind the door here. We've got 6 wands here. This person is very sought after. Whoever this person is, they could be an Aries, but understand when the king is here, or sorry, when the Emperor is here, so are all the kings. So we do have somebody here who is really serious about finding someone, because this Emperor, and I do believe the Queen of Pentacles as well, they both have a lot of options. A lot of people have their eyes on them. I'm looking at 6 wands here, and then I'm looking at someone who's defending, or who is very sort of defensive about what goes on behind closed doors. So I feel like that neither one of you are willing to share a whole lot of stuff at the beginning. You're being very careful. All right. Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you and this person, you are both ready to move at something really slowly, honestly, truthfully. I'm going to give you all the deets when I deem that it's the right time to do so, but I'm going to be honest with you and upfront that this needs to go slow. This needs to go very slow. And y'all don't understand that when the Knight of Pentacles shows up for a reader, it can be years, man. It can be like 1 or 2 years. The Knight of Pentacles is holding a pentacle, and for me, that is years. And so it could be 1 year. Like, this person's playing the long game here. They're not playing the hit it and quit it. They're not playing the throw whatever at you and see what sticks. They're not coming in all hot and bothered like the Page of Wands in a hurry to do stuff. That's not what they're doing here. This person is looking for balance. They're looking for temperance. They're looking really closely at all of the things the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords can offer. Feminine or masculine, please don't get confused if there's women on the cards, but we're talking about queens, but we're also talking about energies, right? And people, plants, and animals, we all have those energies, both of them, feminine and masculine. And I feel like with the temperance here, we could be looking at Sagittarius energy, but the Knight of Pentacles tells me that we want to go slow. We want to make sure it's balanced. We want to make sure this is a healed connection. Look, the Knight of Cups, I feel, is the energy of the Emperor, who is being very careful because they are looking for an Empress. This Emperor is okay to wait. They're okay to wait until they find their match. And I think what they're waiting for is an Empress. So right now we've got 2 queens on the table, right? That's halfway to the Empress. The Empress is here, and I feel like the Empress is in the distance. So somebody here is willing to go slow in a healthy way, let's balance the energies. The answer here is yes. It's always good to go slow. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. It comes to the surface. So the Emperor here is very serious. And I feel like the Empress is very serious as well. At this point of the game, look, the Emperor and the Empress have a lot of wisdom. You don't get to be the Empress just because you're a Taurus or a Libra. You don't get to be the Emperor just because you're an Aries. It's wisdom. It's a collection of wisdoms from all of the queens and all of the kings. So at this point, we've got two people that are kind of bossed up, don't really need each other, which is the beautiful place to be, not needing anything, and actually wanting something, which is really good. And so the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like both people here are very serious about finding someone who can take them to the 10 Pentacles. Now, I want to say that the Emperor is looking at this Empress as the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like this person already sees the worth, sees that this could be a long-term thing. That's what it feels like here. We've got the King of Wands. This person's super hot. They're very good looking. Now, I've always said to any guy who will listen, any masculine that will listen, that sexy and good looking are two separate things. It's not very often when you find a masculine that is sexy and good looking. So you can go out with someone who you aren't necessarily attracted to on the outside at first, but once you get into the King of Wands energy that is very delicious and very bossed up and very, kind of the leader, someone who takes charge, someone, that's the delicious part about the King of Wands. This person has learned lessons. They are someone who's kind of rolling in this passion that the Page of Wands has. This is someone who is the Page of Wands who's grown up. So it's part of the Emperor energy, the Emperor in the room here. So I feel like this person is very attractive. We have the King of Wands, and again, feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates. We have someone here who's very attractive, very desirable. They're very sexy, and I feel like they're moving slow. It's a very balanced connection. Look, no drama here. There's no drama. I like it. There's no drama. Tell me about the Four of Wands here. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Oof. Okay, so I think that some of you are going to be moving, but you might already know that. If you're going to be moving, you already know. You already know that there is some sort of an upheaval or a change coming in your home life here. The Four of Wands tells me that there is something that is going to change, but it feels like you already know it. The Tower is falling to give you clarity on whatever is about to go down here. We have Scorpio energy and Piscean energy here. It feels like there is a realization, an aha moment about the place that you're living or how you're living, or it has something to do with your home here. And I feel like it is some clarity or an idea or a realization with the Ace of Swords here. The Tower falling, this change that's coming, is simply to give you clarity, to throw down the walls of the illusion that maybe you've been building in the way that you've been living, where you've been living. And it feels like you already know, you already felt that this wasn't going to be forever. And what I mean by this is, I don't want you to be terrified by the Tower, but what I mean by this is the Four of Wands tells me that maybe you decide you need to move. You need to go, you need to upsize, or you need to downsize. Maybe you're in an apartment, you want a house. Maybe you're in a house and you want to downsize to a condo. Like, it feels like there is a realization here that happens in your pentacle world here. Tell me more about the Tower. You're thinking about it. And so because you gave the universe this energy of the Hermit, I'm going within to figure out what it is that I need to do about my home and where I'm living. You go into Hermit mode and you tell the universe, I'm ready for a commitment. I'm ready for a commitment here. So it may be that you end up moving because this Emperor looking for an Empress is pretty serious about what it is that they want. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles here. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. The Emperor is going to be really good at giving you reciprocity, I feel. We do have the Ten of Swords. We do have the Six of Cups. And we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So the Emperor also is not jumping to conclusions. The Emperor is waiting for something to show up as the wish fulfillment. It feels like with the Ten of Swords present, that somebody here, either you or the Emperor, has really been through some sort of a terrible ending with a soulmate. So this is why everybody's being very careful, because they realize just because you pull it off and throw it on their forehead as a soulmate, that this doesn't mean that we're soulmates. So even though we know that they are, because we're looking at the tarot and these are the true match, the mother and the father of the deck, these are the true match, everybody's moving really carefully, because they're in the past, there is pain, there is deceit, there is unhappiness, there is, I'm not really sure if this person is my soulmate or not. It's like we're going to start in Pentacles here, because we want to move really slow and make sure that if we do have this new beginning, that we've gone over all of the facts, all of the details. We need to move super slow. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, look at that. I tell you what, when this all goes down here, we've got 3 queens now. 3 queens? Yep, we've got 3 queens now. Who's missing? Queen of Cups. Nope, Queen of Cups is here. Queen of Wands is missing. And I thought I saw the Queen of Wands under the deck. Oh, I just split that to the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, let's look at it here. So when we decide that we trust each other, when there is a lot of trust, you're going to be honest with me, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to speak up and tell you exactly what I want, because I don't care if you walk away. That's the confidence of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords. That's the confidence of the Queen of Swords. I don't care if you walk away. I'm the Empress. I don't need you. I don't need anybody, in fact. Right? I'm the Emperor. I don't need you. I don't need anybody, in fact. So we're going to be really honest with each other, and here's what it comes to. Yeah, this is beautiful. It's a huge change, a change in love. It's a change. This is your soulmate. You realize that you are looking in the face of your soulmate, that you've met this person face to face. It's really beautiful. As this person gets more comfortable with you and your honesty, and you with their honesty, we have the 2 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. This is change. It's fated change. You were meant to meet this person. So look, I'm going to tell you this. When you meet this person, this is not the person who's going to love bomb you. This is not the person who's going to buy you things and take you out and, whirlwind romance. That's not the person. The person is someone who is slow and sturdy and honest and practical and grounded. That's the way it's going to work. Even though they show up as the King of Wands, they're someone who is very much a go-getter. They will go get whatever they want. They don't take no for an answer, this person. This person, I feel, is willing to wait as long as they need to find their Empress. Yep. And the Empress is willing to wait as long as she needs to find the Emperor. And I feel that at the end of all of this is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just, it's the planet of Jupiter has finally gone direct, and that's all of your abundance, right? And that's connected to, that's the ruling planet of the Wheel of Fortune. It feels here that there is something that is, this connection here between the Emperor and the Empress is really beautiful. It's a very deep love connection, but it's built on trust and pentacles. I love it. Yay. Trust and pentacles. I love it. So we have the Empress in the distance, and we know that the Empress doesn't chase, and that's why the Empress is waiting, right? Waiting for the Emperor to make the decision to move forward with inspiration, because the King of Wands is the one who moves forward with inspiration, right? They're rushing towards you here, and they want to make sure that you're not dealing with anyone else. This is someone who is quite healed, someone who really is taking care of themselves inside and out, mentally and physically. A lot of people, we're all obsessed with taking care of the physical, but none of us are taking care of the mental. I'm not saying none of us, but most of us, right? I mean, if you've been in the dating world for a while, you know exactly what I mean, right? I'm at level 55 of this game, and it gets a little bit dicey. And you know what? I feel like these two people are willing to wait for the other one. I feel like this person, once they realize that you are in fact the queen that they're looking for, the one who is compassionate, a beautiful mother or father, someone who wants children, someone who is kind and loving and psychic. There's a psychic connection between these two. We've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, right, in the Emperor energy. This is kind of beautiful. I'm going to leave it right here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. Happy New Year. I'm going to go for now. I'll be back. Love you. Bye.